Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Hey, good morning. It's Monday. It's not another mundane Monday, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. We turned up. We got the church going up on a Monday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new edition of See You in the Morning. That's right. No reruns. No, if you see it, it's live. This is not Memorex. We all the way in here. We all the way live. All the way live. Right here at 7:30 every morning. Yep, it's it. Shh. Don't be going and checking your clock for verification. That's not necessary. It's 7:30 somewhere. Just know that we 7:30-ish around these parts. Big shout outs to everybody for tuning in. Welcome to See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to wake up in the morning and put too much of my own personal business out there. To really discuss what's going on in my life, the things that I see is what happens. So good morning to y'all. Welcome to another edition. I'm excited, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you watched this show before and you found it out, Robert, to come back and watch it again, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. You didn't have to do that. I'm eternally grateful for you doing that. Now, what this show is just a hodgepodge, a hurgle-durgle of me just doing all kinds of stuff, all on the show. We get on here, we discuss life. As I see it with my own vision. And so big announcement today. Got some things to talk about. Got a weekend recap. And then we move on with the show, how the show's going to be. But welcome, everybody. Now, the first thing that I do on this show that stays consistent, the consistency of the show, the fiber of this show, what keeps you moving, what keeps the show moving. You got to have that fiber, that soluble fiber to make the show move. Because if I didn't have that full soluble fiber, I would truly be full of, well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what really keeps the show moving is I get on here and I speak to everybody in the morning. If I ain't sleep with you, I'm going to speak with you. So the first three people, of course, I speak to get the mythical morning medals. So let me get those out. We have been having the guys win them all, but now I think today looks like a ladies' day. Well, it's ladies' day. They not in the way. Oh, whatever. So let's see. The bronze medal this morning goes to my girl IDA out of Seaborn with the bronze. Every time, every place, Michelle McKinney with the silver. And winning the gold this morning is Starris Too Thin Lawton. Itty bitty titty committee champ. Starris Lawton with the gold. Every time, every place with the silver. Ida with the bronze. Coming in fourth, not quite winning the medal, but getting recognition. The aluminum fourth goes to TT Tiny and Tasty Crystal Pernell. Somebody done upset my friend Crystal. She went off on a 17-page Facebook post yesterday. And I sat there. I was there for it all. I love drama. I was there for it all. I watched it and read it. It was a good time. Also here this morning is the Bishop Calvin J. Hill, my man Snoop. Good morning. Kit Kat Coles, followed by Kim Cat Thomas. Kit Kat followed by Kim Cat. That can get a little weird. Niambi, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Lynette, good morning. Wilberta, good morning. Keith, Delisa in the building. My good nurse friend Kimberly is in the building. Yolanda, the future clerk of court in Portsmouth, Virginia. Good morning. Sharon Richmond, Rich Face Makeup in the building. My man Steve, Sharonda's in the building. Sharonda coming in with the early racism. With the early racism. We drank like Mexicans yesterday. Let's work like them today. That, you know what? Z is in the building and T Riddick. And I always say T because I always say her name wrong. Like, I don't remember whether it's Tamika, Tamicia. It's so many. It's open to interpretation there. So I just always say T Riddick so I don't get it wrong. And I know she'll come in and be like, it's pronounced such so, and I'll have it right for that show, and then I'll forget it after that. I'm just really bad at it. Weekend recap. We got to do it. Big announcement first foremost. Weekend recap. Big announcement first foremost. So my daughter came home from school, and I don't know if y'all have kids that come home from college, but that's a pivotal time. They got to make decisions on what they're going to do for the summer. A lot of times college kids think they can come home and just coagulate, just sit there and do nothing. So my plan was, my daughter came home on a Sunday. My plan was to give her till Wednesday, just let her just chill out, just let her vegetate a little bit, then ask her what her plan was, but to let her know that she was going to have to get a job. She was going to have to get a job. Oh, my house is no longer a home, Snoop. It's her stuff is everywhere. So, but I want to let her know, hey, you're going to have to go work. You know, sometime you grown now, responsibility. Well, before I could even get a chance to, she came in on Monday and was like, hey, Dad, what you doing tomorrow? Like 12, I got a job interview. I was like, wait, you just throwing out job interviews. So she went and got her a job. Daughter went out, got her own job. She went on Indeed, got herself a job. I was like, all right, that's cool. That's great. I went, took her to the job interview. It was deep in Git in Norfolk, so a safe area, nice place. Was at a church doing daycare. So I was like, okay, good morning, Christine. I was like, okay, that's cool. She went in the interview. So when I went to go pick her up in the interview, I was like, well, how many days before we find out whether you got it? She's like, no, I got the job. I just got to go get my TB test, my physical, and they're going to pay for my CPR training. I was like, okay, cool. Good morning, Melissa, Sandra. So she got the job. My daughter's out there gainfully employed, got a job. So that's always step one. If you know anything about a job, step one is getting the job. Step two is getting to the job. My daughter don't care where she works. She feels as though she has two chauffeurs, dad and mom. Those are her two chauffeurs. She feel like they gonna get her where she gotta go. So she got this job. I said, well, daughter, what are your hours? She said, I work every day from 7:30 to 1. 7:30 in the morning till 1. We've all seen the struggles that my son has with getting to school on time at 8. So I guess I can't rely on that. So I'm gonna have to get my daughter to work at 7:30 every morning, which means see you in the morning is gonna be moving to a new time. 7:30 is gonna be out the door. We're gonna officially be moving to an 8 o'clock show. And I know that's gonna put some people in a conflict. Snoop, I know you be going to work at that time. I apologize. Don't blame me, blame parenthood. Adulthood and parenthood, two of the worst hoods in the world. I wouldn't recommend them to anybody. Parenthood and adulthood. They both had their pluses and minuses, but overall, the Zillow score for those hoods is horrible. So probably next week after next, we'll start going to an 8 o'clock start. Or we'll start in the car. It's going to be one of those two things. It's going to be an 8 o'clock start or we start in the car. And we'll see what happens. It don't mean the show going to start between 8:15 and 8:24. It just means that the show going to start later than that. Okay, Z, I got you. So that was that. Now weekend recap. Friday, I think we cut the show short. I couldn't get that out almost. Sound like I had a bag full of, well, anyway. So Friday, I had to speak at a career day. Big ups to SeaTac Elementary School in Virginia Beach. SeaTac Elementary School in Virginia Beach. The darkest school in Virginia Beach. It's an achievable dream school. I didn't know that there were that many children of that many barbecue children in Virginia Beach. Apparently, they all go to SeaTac. So they brought me in the SeaTac Elementary to be a career day speaker. Now, I've done career days at school before. I'm not a huge fan of doing career days because my career is not a normal career. Most kids are not aspiring to be a comedian. I got to throw actor and writer on there just to sound legit. But normally I get to go in the classroom, I get to talk about it, and it just becomes the same questions. It becomes a round of have you ever met? Kids like, you ever met Kevin Hart? Yes. Oh my God, he's met Kevin Hart. That's all it becomes. That is the number one. They can say what they want to say. Cat Williams can say whatever he want to say about Kevin Hart's talent. He's number one on the list. That's the only person that everybody always asks me about. Every time, the kids always want to know, have you ever met Kevin Hart? Yes. Word in the studio, everything. And that's just life. I'm used to going into the classroom, talking to the kids, career day. Telling them, don't do this. This ain't what you want. If you had the opportunity to sell cocaine, I say do it. Do it early. Do it while you're young. You can't get real time. Save that cocaine money up. Go buy your truck. That's how life works. I don't actually tell them that, but, I be wanting to. SeaTac had a different setup for their career day. I didn't actually go into the classrooms. The classrooms came to me. This was intimidating. When I got there, there were tables set up. Good morning, Bree, Faquita, Cynthia. And Cynthia, it's two Cynthias, Madkins and Davis. When I got to the school, they had tables set up with everybody's name on it. This is gonna be a different setup. The class is gonna come to me. This immediately set me up for failure. Immediate failure. Immediate. I looked to my right and to my left, and I saw way cooler jobs than me. And the jobs that weren't cooler than me did better at bringing stuff. I looked to my left, they had a mortgage specialist. Now, I don't know if I ever had a mortgage specialist come to me when I was doing a career day, especially in elementary school. It was more like a fireman, a policeman, maybe a nurse or a doctor. They had a mortgage specialist coming in. The teachers were more interested in him than the kids were. But here's where he was smart. He knew his job won't go hit. He knew it wasn't no kid that was like, ooh, when I grow up, I want to be a mortgage specialist. Oh, no, he was a loan specialist. Everybody knew that he knew that. But he had great props. He had hats to give away, water bottles, footballs, basketballs, toy cars. He had all kinds of stuff to give away. He had a money machine where you put the little money in it and make it rain. I was like, this dude came to win. My table, I had nothing. I had to put some papers on the table just to make it look like I was giving away something. To my right, it was a contractor. This dude was building stuff. He brought a power tool. He had a drill and a saw. He had sharp objects. Horrible planning for elementary because we had the kindergartners. You don't just give them knives and stuff. He was just like, be careful, it's sharp. And they immediately went to those. Those kids were amazed. Sharp objects. Basketballs. The police officer came in. He had a bulletproof vest for them to wear. You guys can wear my bulletproof vest. How was my career supposed to battle with that? Then outside, they had the mounted police. They brought horses. It was a food truck outside. Why was I there? To do knock jokes? That's what I ended up having to do. I had to just take the kids and be like, hey, any of you guys know a joke? I let them have their own Apollo time. I couldn't beat the cash machine. He was teaching them how to act in a strip club early. They had the guy down there, had the kids telling their business. Sometimes late at night, my mom and dad are fighting in their room and they left a hole in the wall. And I was like, they not fighting. It's a whole different F word. But thank you for telling us, young kindergartner. I was at a total loss. I failed miserably at career day. I had a group at my table. The dude started throwing money up in the air. You know, it was fake money. All the kids at my table left. They was out. They're like, we don't want to see this. Sir, you have nothing. It was a complete setup from the beginning. And I appreciate them bringing me. I do. Those kids ain't want nothing. Now I'm going to be horses. I had to try to be like, hey, listen, this ain't the first time y'all seen horse. A lot of y'all teachers wear a horse to school every day. I couldn't beat that. Power tools, a bulletproof vest. He was letting them wear the bulletproof vest. He's like, here, y'all try my bulletproof vest on. Come on, man. I was at a complete loss. I left out of SeaTac with my head held low. I was depressed. Big up to J&K Style Grill. Father and daughter own restaurant and food trucks. She's opened her third brick and mortar restaurant. She's already got 2 food trucks. She ain't even graduated high school yet. Again, even more failure on my part. I walk outside. I see the owner of the food truck, J&K, and she's out there telling me all the things that she's accomplished already, and she ain't even graduated high school yet. Opening her third restaurant. She had 3 food trucks, sold 1. And here I am with nothing to give away to the kids. So she was out there with seasonings and candies and all kinds of stuff. My self-esteem was at an all-time low. All-time low when I left that. I couldn't wait to get out that career day. I ran out that career day in record time. Record time. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience all the way around. I felt terrible. And in case you missed it in my weekend recap, Norfolk State University had the first multi-species graduation in the history of college. Norfolk State had their graduation on Saturday, and apparently, what does the fox say was on the menu? A fox got into the stadium. Listen, if you want to know how to make black people get up and move, let a loose fox into the stadium. That loose fox got up in the bleachers, boy, and all I seen in the videos was people move, get out the way. People didn't care about their family or friends. They left children behind. It was crazy. But congratulations to all the graduates of Norfolk State, including Foxy Brown. He became the first Fox to receive his bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies. That Fox turned that stadium out. A big shout out to Norfolk State for keeping it moving anyway. My good friend Don Scott was a commencement speaker. Big shout outs to my man Don in the building. Let me tell you something. Your commencement speaker, even though you don't pay attention, that's what really sets up your graduation, is who your commencement speaker is. You start looking all over the country and you look, sometimes you'll feel robbed. Like the year, I think Chadwick Boseman did Howard. You've had Barack Obama do commencement speaking. And if you just get a dude from down the street, you just like, did they even care about us? That's one of the things I want to do. Man, Norfolk State, y'all look for it. We got a Fox, but it wasn't Jamie. I'm trying to figure out, and somebody's going to help me. Somebody knows the answer to this question. I'm trying to figure out how much more do I have to do to become a distinguished alumni? I know the bar might be a little high for college, but at least my high school, I should have at least been considered a distinguished alum of my high school at this point. How much does a man have to do? Or is it just monetary? Do you got to go and give back money? Only comedian I think they ever give credit on being a distinguished alumni of Norfolk State is J.B. Smoove. And I think he only went for a semester. But they always be like, J.B. Smoove is a distinguished alumni of Norfolk State. What do I have to do? Who do I have to kill to become a distinguished alumni? What Berta said is all about money. What more? What do you want from me? Is monetary, is that how it works in college? Is it the same for high school? I just want to be considered a distinguished. I just want them to be like, we have such distinguished alumni as, and then my name in there. I think my current high school is usually a sport. Missy Elliott is always in there. They always say Miss Elliott, and you can't not include Miss Elliott. I mean, that's distinguished. But we got gold medal winners: Tasha Colander. The young man's name is right on the tip of my tongue, and I just can't say it because I want to. That boy's name, LaShawn Merritt. Right there, both of them, the gold medal, that should get you distinguished. You should be a distinguished. I've done stuff. I've won awards. I won Stella Awards. I honestly think I got to sleep with somebody. Well, I mean, I haven't done that yet. I haven't slept with a person at all. It's a solid virgin. I guess, is that the way in? Good morning, Stephanie. Be out on BET, Lynn. BET, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. I let me be distinguished alumni. I got to figure it out. So shout that out. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo. Everybody was having tacos and drinking, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you all for putting your own personal best interest to the side and just enjoying tacos and tequilas. Margaritas and meat. What's going on, Durwood? Margaritas and meat. Tacos and tequila. We celebrated for Mexican Independence Day like we never celebrated. And I'm all for it. Cinco de Mayo, one of my favorite holidays of all time. Because it's pure celebration. Nobody even knows what they celebrate. They just know it's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. And you just run out there. Nobody knew what it was, but we just know that tacos are delicious. Tacos bring happiness. Now let me just be clear. We throwing way too much stuff in tacos. We're doing too much with tacos. Tacos came out beef, occasional chicken, sometimes pork. Now we doing everything. Now we just throwing all kinds of stuff in there. Shrimp tacos, fish tacos. The taco is a taco. Now we got the tacos that you dip the taco. My daughter likes those tacos. I forgot what you call those. The barista tacos or the birria taco. You gotta dip the taco. The taco comes with its own juice. Its own all juice. You dip the taco in the juice. It's a lot. What's your favorite taco though? What's your favorite taco? What? Some of y'all, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Some of y'all over taco the taco. To me, and this statement is not an admission of any type of sexual orientation, but for me, the taco's about the meat. The taco is about the meat. The meat I'm telling again. I say this. I'm all about the meat. I don't need all the other stuff. Meat and cheese. That's really all I need in the taco. You can throw all that other stuff on there, like people start throwing tomatoes and green peppers and onions and the pico d'agolo. People like to put a lot of pico de gallo on there. Then you got a lot of sauces. People to be putting weird stuff on their taco. Cabbage. But a good solid steak taco is what you need. And I'm talking about real steak. That's even better than the ground beef. Ground beef will suffice. And I enjoy one with ground turkey. But I'm talking about if you can go get me a good slice of high quality steak, slice that thing thin. It can even have a little bit of girth to it. This is the worst conversation I've ever had. I'm discussing the way that I like my meat. This is not good. But slice that thing thin, grill that up, season it good. That's all you need. Cheese on it, maybe a little lettuce to shock your system, so you can have the hot of the meat and the cold of the lettuce. The rest of it is decoration. Thank you, Doobie. The rest is decoration. I don't know why y'all are eating shrimp tacos. Shrimp ain't made for everything. We trying to make shrimp every meat. We trying to put shrimp in everything. They don't even have shrimp in Mexico. Sour cream. Y'all putting all that sour cream. That's just And I'm gonna tell you what, that sour cream. Cause that sour cream leak out. I don't eat sour cream, period. Fish, chicken, shrimp, ground turkey, pico, guac on the side. And then let me ask you this: do you mix meats in your tacos? Fish taco just seems ridiculous to me. Fish taco is just ridiculous. I never had a biracial taco, I don't think. I never been like, oh, let me put shrimp. Well, I'm definitely not putting shrimp in there just because of the instant death. But I ain't never been like, let me get chicken and beef in one taco. I ain't never had a chief taco. I ain't never had a bacon taco. Definitely not doing guacamole. Guacamole ain't got no taste to it. People live by guac. They swear by it. Like, it's just a guacamole. No, sir. Before I eat guacamole, I'll eat olive oil. I'm not doing no guac. Can't do it. Now guac it out. No, I can't do it. I'd rather eat olive oil than guac. They both taste the same. Guacamole has absolutely no taste. There's no taste in guac. You ain't got no taste in it. My fault, I'm replying to a text. This is just a light. What's going on, Percy? You got the guacamole is disgusting. Durwood, you can say whatever you want to say. You can try to support TT's. Guac is good. No, God is good. When I see that, you spelling God wrong. Guac is not good. If y'all out there eating, if you eat guacamole, you might as well go ahead and eat some processed Legos. You might well throw some Legos in a blender and put onions in there. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Guacamole is an overrated food. I said it. I stand behind it. I guarantee it. Y'all go crazy for guacamole as if it's delicious. It's the same thing that y'all out here standing for red velvet cake. It's chocolate cake. It's not even velvety. But y'all act like red velvet sets off anything. You can be in a trap house full of crack cocaine. If it's red velvet cake there, y'all act like it was the greatest event ever. Y'all act like it was the Emmys or something. Completely overrated. But y'all act like if somebody had red velvet cake at their event, like that event went up 12,000 levels. Y'all can go to a wedding reception and they ain't had nothing to eat. The food was nasty. The dance floor was dirty. They ain't had no chair covers. But if they had red velvet cake, you act like you was at the royal wedding. Who made you believe red velvet was delicious? It's not. Red velvet cake is not. It's not that. It's not all there. We all know that I hate coconut cake. There's no way I'll at least eat red velvet cake, but it's not special. Red velvet cake is not special at all. Who fed y'all that lie and made you believe it? Tell me that. Tell me that. Cheesecake. It's not even really a cake. Cheesecake's really a pie, in my opinion. I don't think I'm frozen. Where'd I freeze at, Keith? That might be you. I feel like I'm moving. I see me moving. Cheesecake is a pie. Let's just keep it 100. Cheesecake is a pie. It's not a cake. Cheesecake is pie. It's not a cake. Cheesecake is a pie. And it's a top 5 pie. Cheesecake is a pie and it's a top 5 pie. Cheesecake, top 5 pies, no particular order. Cheesecake, sweet potato, Dutch apple. I don't even know any more pies. Pie pie. Cheesecake, Dutch apple, sweet potato, lemon meringue, and I don't even really know a 5th pie. I'm not going to include cherry. I guess I can go with regular apple. Ain't no other legitimate pies. It's only really about 4 good pies. Lemon meringue is amazing. But that all comes down to your meringue. Key lime, y'all respect key lime. I don't give key lime the respect that y'all do. It's out there. Key lime is a pie. But I ain't getting it. I'd rather have chicken pot. That's probably my favorite type of pie. Chicken pot. You know good well I ain't eating no coconut custard pie, Lynn. Anything once you insert coconut it's disgusting. Is chocolate pie a thing, Keith? If you eat chocolate, that's just fat. If you out there, you like just give me a chocolate pie. That's just chunky. That's one of the chunkiest things that you can ever do. Weekend recap, still recapping the weekend. On yesterday, I did have an engagement in the fair, fine city of Franklin, Virginia. Now I'll tell you this. Sometimes when you reach out to my people, they book my stuff and I see it on my calendar. I don't always know where I'm going. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I just knew that I had to do a birthday party at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. I already knew what my crowd was going to be. Sometimes you know immediately what kind of crowd you got. I knew that crowd was going to be 97,000 years old. Franklin still smells bad. Franklin needs to be Febrezed. Somebody just need to walk through the whole city and just Febreze Franklin. But I knew, once I knew that party started at 3, once I knew it was a party that starts at 3 p.m., I knew that was old people. It was an 80th birthday party, so shout outs Everybody involved in that party, man. I went out there, gave them the business a little bit, and had a good time. I had a good time with the old people in Franklin. Weekend recap. Weekend recap. I hate to have to say this. Shannon Sharpe has become probably the top journalist in these internet streets. Club Shay Shay is where everybody. What's going on, Gary? You probably was still lifting some weights. I understand. Club Shay Shay has become where everybody wants to get on Club Shay Shay. Everybody's watching it. He's averaging 1 million views. He was averaging those 1 million views before the Cat Williams interview. Then the Cat Williams interview just skyrocketed his popularity. Club Shay Shay's is doing great. His liquor is doing great. The Cat Williams interview led to the Monique interview, which led to the Amanda Seales interview. They've all gone down in popularity. None have hit the levels that the Cat Williams interview did. The Cat Williams interview almost broke the internet. The only way Shay Shay's gonna do better is if he brings on Diddy or Beyonce. If Shay Shay brings Diddy on, you can just forget it. I'm trying to, y'all be trying to set me up to not say nice stuff about people. Here's the thing about Shay Shay. Cam's interview did good too. Shay Shay, even though it seems like it's not, Shay is still doing good journalism. He understands how to talk to guests. He comes in, he knows exactly what to do. It is an intelligent banter. Not everybody can give you intelligent banter. There's a difference between being laughed with and laughed at. Shay Shay has been able to provide that line and not be laughed at. And he knows how to do leading questions. He doesn't take over the interview. He just kind of lets whoever talk. You get to come out and just talk. So I think the nothing topped the Cat Williams interview. I think it put Cat Williams stratospherically in a place he hadn't been previously. I think he's always been regarded as a highly talented comedian. But I've always stated the drama and controversy is what has driven him. It has never really been his stand-up. It's been really hard to say. I look back. I look back over my life and over the comedians who I love as a comedian. Now, to be honest, I don't watch a lot of stand-up. I don't watch a lot of stand-up specials. It's got to be somebody who I'm a real fan of for me to watch their specials. And if I watch a stand-up special, I watch it from a different perspective. I don't watch it from a perspective of, let me see how funny it is. Now, when I watch stand-up specials, I look, because I'm planning my own, I look and see what camera angles did they use, what worked, what was the overriding theme, how did they put it together? Like, those are the things that I watch. I look for new and creative stuff, right? And there are a few specials that I watch just to be a fan of comedy, which I still am. But I also want to make sure that when I do my comedy, my ideas and premises come from a pure place. I'm getting older. I be remembering stuff. I be like, ooh, I just got an idea for a joke, but it wasn't really an idea. It was something that I saw somebody do. So I want to make sure I stay away from that. I believe in the integrity of the business. That's just how I am. Cat Williams is mostly known for his drama. It has been very, very difficult for me to find somebody and I'd be like, hey, give me something from a Cat Williams special. Give me some of his stand-up that you like. People can be like, I am a boy, Damon. That was from a movie. Pimp Down movie. He's known more for his acting stuff, his line and roles in movies than he is for his straight stand-up. Somebody come to me and they say, hey man, give me something from Eddie Murphy. You're a goody goo goo, Gus. Your wife's a goody goo goo, Gus. Eddie, why you treat me like animal? I can give you all kinds of amazing Eddie Murphy stuff. I'm ready. Like you tell me Eddie Murphy, even you say what you want to say about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart changed the culture of America. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Everybody was saying it. It was a cultural phenomenon. But one thing I will say is that Cat's one of the most intelligent guys out there on the circuit. So he was able to take what he did on Club Shay Shay, use that to his advantage, and got Netflix to be like, here, let's go live. Let's do this. So I decided to watch it. I decided to watch Cat's latest special, Woke Folk. I ain't even gonna lie. Wish I could get that hour back. I can't even, matter of fact, I didn't even make it the full hour. I wish I can get those 30 minutes back. I was heavily disappointed that it seems as though Cat did not prepare for the special. That he didn't have any material written out. I've seen it on a lot of reviews, and I've seen a lot of people say the Club Shay Shay interview was more entertaining than his special. That special was not, there was nothing special about that special. Dave Chappelle's last special, same kind of way. Dave, though, has an amazing ability to be prepared and make it seem like he's unprepared. But Dave said it himself. He says, I'm a lazy comic. He said, I get in trouble. People call me lazy all the time. I don't like to write. I don't like to prepare. Dave said it himself. And I think because he's had so much success with his laziness, other comics was like, yeah, just put it on. I'll come up there. I'll talk about something. And they come and approach this special with that mentality. I'll come up and talk about something. Cat should have found something else to talk about. Was there? Was not. If he got paid a nickel for every time he said the F word last night on that special, that man would have been independently wealthy. He would have became the third richest man in America. If he would have got a nickel for every time he said the F word, he'd have been rich. Now I have to go back today, and apparently they had a roast of Tom Brady last night, and even from the comedy community, I heard the roast of Tom Brady was amazing, and I heard that from comics. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. He's always been swear heavy. So to me, and I heard not a lot. I'm gonna say a few. I've heard people say that they backed out of going to go see Cat live because once you put Cat and Monique on the same show, you put Cat and Monique on the same show, that you got to immediately go and give your life back to Christ. It's just that much cussing. Monique still hasn't gotten any material. She's still going viral for talking about Tyler Perry and Oprah. I heard that Tom Brady did get offended by one of the jokes. I think it was a Robert Kraft joke. So I got to go back and watch it. But they keep saying it was great. And they was like Kevin Hart was in his bag. They said Kevin Hart was in his bag at the Tom Brady. They said Kev was in his bag. So I'm interested. I think Monique has done more damage to her career by ranting than she has anything else. I don't think she's helped her career at all. And what's sad about the Monique situation is I know people who are close to Monique who talk about how instrumental she has been in their career, how she has helped them. She's just the epitome of help. She's a double-edged sword. She's definitely a double-edged sword. But on that stage, she has not been helping herself by every show just going up and cussing out Oprah and Tyler Perry. I know Tyler Perry, like, I'm just at home putting bad wigs on people. Why? What did I do? I just came out here to put bad wigs on folks. There's nothing more. I'm in here doing 600 shows a week for BET. Why y'all talk about me? Oprah's at home just loving on Gayle and Stedman. She ain't had nothing to do with any of this. Why y'all calling that lady out? It's crazy talk. About to get out here and go get my day started. Hey, this month, man, just kind of as a fitness challenge, I wanted everybody to try to get into some kind of shape. I've been doing a lot of bike riding recently, man. I like to ride my bike. It's fun. It's a fun way. It helps me clear my mind. It does a lot. It's not clearing my intestines at all. I'm still chunky, but I am able to get out there, get into a different space. I feel a lot better after riding my bike, get the endorphins and all that kind of stuff moving. So I said, man, how do I motivate? I was in a meeting. Round is a shape. I tell everybody. So what I wanted to do, it seems to be like we're a family. We incorporate a lot of stuff. I've been riding a bike. And I say, man, why don't we do something? Why don't I do something to motivate me, keep me going? So I decided I want to do 300 miles. 300 miles in May. 300 miles of May. 300 miles of May. So that's me riding the bike, walking, even doing the stationary bike. So if you say to yourself, okay, that's too many miles for you to do in a month. I also wanted people to join in on the challenge. If they just want to get out and walk, the weather is changing, it's getting nice outside. If you can do the walking, 30 miles in May. That's a mile a day. Well, we've lost some 6. So you might have to do a mile and a half. The 30 miles on the bike, that's like 10 miles a day on the bike. So I've been getting it. So sometimes I fall short. So I'll be honest. Let's go total transparency. We'll go total transparency. I'll let y'all know what I've done for May. So May 1st must have been Wednesday. I did 8.13 on the bike. Thursday, these are all outdoor riding on the bike. Thursday, I did 2.17. Friday, 5.05. Saturday, 15. And a walk. So they ended up being 16. Sunday, I did another 5 miles on the mat, 5 miles outside, another 2.5 inside. So there we go. We can get that. I'm just talking about and then the mile a day walking, man. You can go out there and walk, brisk 20 minutes. It's a 20, 30-minute walk, and you can knock out them out. So I am behind. So yesterday when I actually did the numbers, I was at 38 on yesterday on the 5th. So I was only averaging like 7, 8 a day. So I gotta go a little bit faster. I gotta pick it up. So like today, I'll probably try to do like between 15 and 20, just to catch up, make up for a day. So I'm tracking it all on my Apple Watch. I just use my Apple Watch. If you are that person that has my number, if you got my number, man, look, hit me up on the Apple Watch. Just be like, boom, hit me up, send me a request, and we can keep each other accountable. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I can see what you're doing. And I'm off for the month of May. I'm at like 36 for May. So we can all get in there, man, and we can pick it up. Like today, I'm gonna have to start. I know now I gotta make up for some of the days that I lost. So like I can't do 10 today. Like I gotta do maybe 12 to 15 a day. That'll get me back. We got 25 more days. If I do 15 a day, I can get there. If I do 15 a day, even on the last 25 days, it'll put me at 375. So right now, let's see what I got. I got about 270 to do with 25 days. All I gotta do is 11. I do 11 days. I do 11 miles a day. I'm back in the game, coach. 11 miles. So I do 12 just so I can have a cushion. Well, I already was born with a cushion. I'm already cushiony. So we do it. Yeah, Snoop, send me yours. All my Apple users. And so in indoors, even if you do it indoors on a treadmill. So for my rainy days, I'm gonna just go to the gym and ride on the thing. So there we go. That man said, stop talking and start walking. So let's work into it. The summer gonna get whatever body we give it, but let's just make these bodies extend a little bit. I love seeing people on their fitness journeys. At one time, I had a club of people. We would all go walk in the evenings. It was great. We had a good time, man. We would walk and talk, and people kind of got to know each other. It was good. We would just do basically a mile on the track. Out working and doing that. Find yourself somewhere scenic that you like. That always helps. And you I ain't telling you to go out there and power walk. Your cheeks ain't got to be moving. Your cheeks ain't got to be cheeking. Man, you can walk cool. They say a brisk walk is about a 20-minute mile. Man, do that drink at a 23, 26. You'll still be going, you'll still be moving. That's what really matters. So that's our challenge for the month of May. 30 miles or 300 in the month of May. We can do that. I think everybody can do it, man. That's just it. And then in June, we got Joyce's June. My mom's birthday is in June. So it's Joyce's June. And so my Joyce's June is going to be the deodorant and hand soaps for the less fortunate, the temporarily displaced. So we're going to do that. So that's how we doing. That's what's good. We in, we out, we good. News, weather, and sports. Let me see. Nothing exciting last night. I guess there was a basketball game on. Nobody paid attention to it, though. So it was on. It was Orlando and Cleveland. I think Cleveland won, and nobody cared. I don't know anybody that watched the game. It was a fight this weekend. Canelo Alvarez. I don't know if anybody watched that either. I watched a little bit of it. I fell asleep on it. Got good games tonight, though. The Pacers and the Knicks making us feel like it's the 90s. So that's great. And Timberwolves Nuggets, which the first game was amazing. Anthony Edwards is slowly becoming the best player. Drake and Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if they actually went home at all this weekend. All they did this weekend was drop albums. All Drake and Kendrick did was drop songs. Kendrick Lamar hasn't done a whole album in 36 years, but he was able all it takes is the proper motivation. Drake got on him a little bit. He dropped 436 diss songs. Never seen anything like it before. Just this song after this song after this song. And I'm going to just tell y'all, we've been so starved for good hip hop that we made it seem like this is a great battle. This isn't even a great rap battle. It's good. It's refreshing. It's not great, though. That Nas and Jay-Z, great. Ice Cube, NWA, great. Rap battle with LL, I thought I conquered the world. I crushed Mo D Hammer and Ice-T's Curl. Great. Those are all great. This one right here, it's been mid. But we haven't had anything good in so long that we've accepted this mid as greatness. This is not great. So it's okay. It's just okay. And it's getting way too personal. And you talking about people's kids and their wives and all. It's just a lot happening. Y'all ain't nobody. I don't have the maturity. Tupac and Biggie died over their beefs. This beef right here won't nobody even get a slight headache. It's crazy out there. Weather, I don't know what the weather's gonna be. I don't know what's happening in the news. Let's find the word of the day. Get out of here before IT freezes us up. Let's do that. Let's do the word of the day. The word of the day is plangent. 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 Something such as a sound that is described as plangent is loud, deep, and often expressive of sadness or suffering. The campers were awoken by the plangent howl of a coyote off in the distance. Plangent. That was a plangent sound right there. Plangent. Plangent. We're going to learn some words on here. Whether we use them or not, we learn them. That was the word of the day. My sorrow is plangent. Yep, plangent. That's what we're doing. It's another magnificent Monday, man. Miraculous Monday. Miracles can be done on today. We can set the stage for our entire week just by what we do on our Monday. If we go out there, attack Monday and show Monday who's the boss, there's no way the rest of the week can let us down because we've got control of our own destinies. We are out here, the kings and queens of our own castles, our own worlds, our own plans. We're going to go out here and make this Monday the best day possible so that the rest of the week knows that they don't stand a chance of bringing that negativity. We'll start off positive on this Monday. The rest of the week is going to be great. It'll fall right in line. It's going to flow down from Monday all the way up until our Friday. That's how it's going to work. If your work week is Monday through Friday or whatever it is for you, man, be amazing at what you do, man, because you are an amazing person. I'm telling you, the amazing that you are rubs off on everything that you do. Even if you don't think that you're amazing, man, know that you are. There is something about you that is uniquely you. You are God's masterpiece. You are uniquely and wonderfully made, man. So there is not another person like you. Even your fingerprints are one of a kind. So just know that you are just that. Enjoy your week. Have a fantastic week. Listen, you know what the plan is. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. You can do a fantastic job of doing that. I believe in you. All you got to do is believe in yourself. We'll be back here tomorrow, man. Lord willing, if the creek don't rise. It is, man, another episode. See you in the morning. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton Cassidy show. Yeah.